You want what you think Bill Cosby and you know,
Camille.
you want that. But at the same time, the world is not like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So your actions is very different. You calling men dogs, you fucking with the same type of nigga 4 and 5 times in a row. He got mad gal, he got money, he busting gal. You knew this. And you fuck with the nigga 4 times and call him dog.
General.
The question in itself is kind of conflicting because a woman that has my back would have my heart. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's an ingredient to have my heart. If you got my back, if you truly support me, and support my ideas and support my dreams, you would have my heart.
So you say that comes first?
I don't think there's a comparison. I think the question is conflicting.
Yeah, the question is conflicting and it's mind-boggling. You understand, to the extent where they have females who, you know, like us in my previous, you know, has had my back. You understand, but don't love you. You understand what I'm saying? Then again, they have your back, and you like, yo, you love them, but they not trying to go to that route as far as love. You understand what I'm saying? They just check for you. But in the same sense, you know, it's a thing, you know, you got kind of get tangled up. You understand? And you have to kind of, it's the chemistry. It boils down to knowing the feelings and your other peer, you understand? And like I said, chemistry. So it's an iffy question.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, right? The one that has your back is gonna have their heart, right? Mm-hmm. Let's be honest, right? We all, I think, may have been through some young love. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Something where we didn't really understand love, but still it was there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That puppy love, which I think is real. You know what I mean? For the most part. You know what I'm saying? Even though you grow beyond that, you know, that person, sometimes they still have your heart. Mm-hmm. You know, you can't really, it's, whatever reason you're not letting go, who knows? Okay? Only the individual could know. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of different choices that may have you still stuck there. Mm-hmm. You know? But like I said, for whatever reason you may not even be with this person, but this person still has your heart. I'm just giving a scenario. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, and we all know is that person might still have your heart. Now, maybe love is on different levels, you know, of each person that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So now, you deal with somebody new now. You know what I mean? You don't really cater to them in the same kind of way with that love that you had with the previous, of course. But nonetheless, this person still has your heart. You follow me? You know? Now, the new person now is a great person. You know what I'm saying? She's authentic. You know what I mean? At the same time, she can build you. You know? Like, there's always that person that can build you. You know, but for some reason, you know, she doesn't give you quite what the love you had that you were feeling before. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know if that, what you had before, was superficial, you know, because like I said, as we gain more consciousness, our mind starts to raise on what we really feel love is. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, when I saw the question, that's what it took me to. It took me to a place where it was like, damn, this person always has my heart, yo.
Right.
For some reason.
There's reasons for that. I feel like words are flattering, as you know, and if you're a regular human being, you're gonna go off of a person's actions more than their words. Right. So at the end of the day, you may have a person who may feel like they have your back. Yeah, that's all well and good. We have a lot of people's backs. But at the end of the day, we don't necessarily have love for them because they may live a life that we don't necessarily agree with. And a person that loves you doesn't care how you come. They accept you for how you are. It's like, for instance, you know, I used to date a girl who wasn't comfortable with this. And it's like, when I showed her, this is my family, this is my background, she wasn't comfortable with it. She was comfortable with a different thing. She wanted the old thing that she seen.
And I needed to let her see that this is me. This is how I'm gonna go.
Yes,
this is how I'm
right,
gonna be.
exactly.
I'm gonna grow gray hairs. I'm gonna have a gray beard. Hopefully one day, just like my grandfather. And if you're gonna love me the way you love me now, then you're gonna accept me for what it is.
I'm sure we all have girlfriends who love us. You understand what I'm saying? But as far as they don't want to be involved in that lifestyle. You understand? And certain people, they might like what you're doing. You understand? But they're not gonna rock for you. You understand? That don't necessarily mean they have your back. You understand? Then people, they love you.
Right.
They like what you're doing. Yeah, right. And that's what.
They don't want to see you go.
Exactly.
Some people don't.
It's
some
a
people
limit.
don't. Yeah, they don't want to see you grow because they feel as if you may leave them. And I realize that about some people, like there's love, and then there's different kind of love, because there's people who know that, okay, I love you, and I know for the fact that if you make it to where you're gonna be, you might leave me for a white girl. And this is where it comes down to a lot of things, because you listen to a lot of people who say things in their music, and it actually happens. So, for instance, you're an artist, I'm an artist. And I feel like anyone that's dealing with anything in entertainment is going to always have that stigma of you're going to do this and you're going to leave us for this or whatever. And I feel as if that really and truly, I'm one of those people that feel as if whatever your place in my life, it is like you play your part. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I feel as if a person who is going to love me and who is going to understand me is going to always be there. And I feel like it should go both ways. I feel like you shouldn't just only have my back. You should you should do things for me to avoid having my back in the first place. Prevention is better than cure. So if you really have my back, you know what I mean, avoid me from doing wrong.
So when you say have your back, right? Like you said, if she has my back, she has my heart. But the part with having your back, can that be labeled as maybe a materialistic kind of love versus something unconditional?
That's circumstantial. Like, for instance, a woman's character, you know what I'm saying, plays a big role in how the experience is going to be. So if she have your back, meaning if she's in support of what you do, if she, like I said, y'all have the same vision, similar vision is a very strong quality in a strong relationship, a friendship bond and everything like that. But usually a woman that have your back, that's a pathway to really discovering if you could love this woman. Some women are materialistic. Some women could be with you when you don't have the car, and, the house and the fame and stuff like that. And those are the women we need to pay attention to. We might, have this ride or die terminology smeared. You know
Right.
What is that?
Right. Yeah.
Is it what we see on TV?
Right.
Is it what our mothers were and our grandmothers were? So we gotta really ask the question. You know what I'm saying? And again, the roles change significantly.
Yeah.
All that to interject, you see, over the years, all the things that we, as us who grew up on and knowing, like Chris said, ride or die. People nowadays, relationships don't even know about ride or die. They just say that, you understand, like a tagline they put up on Facebook or Instagram. You understand what I'm saying? Because back then you'd get to know a relationship. Let me tell you, you get to know the person before you even say, yeah, you my shorty. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, use my smally ting. As you meet the person within 1, 2, 3, probably within the week, is either you engage in a physical contact, which is sex. You understand what I'm saying? Or they go out and they hug up, feel up, whatever. And within 2, 3 days, you don't know, yeah, I'm a smally. Yeah. You understand? Before you even know the girl meds, you understand, and what she about, or what she for, what she gonna do for the next 5 years, or what is she vision. You understand? Either she looking to, lay down, or you looking to lay down. But, it's lust.
Yeah, that's what
it's no more love.
Right.
People say love,
Right.
they quote lust with love.
Right.
You understand? And it's not the same. It's not the same,
You
because
see,
love is very deep,
right.
and people kill for love.
Right.
You understand? People lose their mind for love.
You see, going off what you said, right? That goes with having a hidden agenda. You know what I'm saying? Now this is how I feel now. Not before, but now. You meet somebody, right? We eliminate sex altogether, from my perspective, okay? I'm not telling you anything about sex. I just want to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Make it organic, authentic. You know what I'm saying? We talk, because often what happens is, I meet you, and the first thing I'm thinking is, when am I going to hit this? and she's thinking, well,
Damn,
when-
you look good.
yeah, right. And she's like, oh, I know he want to hit this. No, I don't want to hit this. I want to get to know you, I want to tap into your mind. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to know who you are. And the only way I can do that is if I eliminate sex altogether. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, there's some attractiveness
It's not
there.
natural.
You said it's not
It's
natural.
not natural to just completely ignore it.
It's human nature.
Yeah, it has to come across
the
your mind.
problem is the dialogue of who we are sexually isn't really a common thing. We think it is because we flirt with chicks, they technically, but an adult forum where adults are understanding how different men and women are in general, but sexually, we are very honest about who we are sexually. We walk with that in front of our person. Sex is it's still very taboo in the adult conversation as far as accepting how different men and women are. Men are not avoiding that we want to have sex. We don't really see nothing wrong with
It's a
it.
sense.
Because there's nothing wrong with it.
Sense that when you meet him.
A woman's protocol is to avoid that and show me your worth and show my worth through your actions. So that's the moral compass of it. You know what I'm saying? So we're constantly ignoring our natural ways and we're finding problems with it, but it's how we are, so we have to accept who's in front of us. There's men that are mature enough to put sex aside, and that's what you were saying. Like, as an individual, you could ignore sex, is what you're saying.
This is what I'm saying, right? Not to ignore sex. It's just that, what's the difference between us and animals?
Right.
I just want to say that.
We have a choice.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The beast naturally does what he does. The difference with humans is we have a choice. So what I'm saying is when I say to eliminate sex from the equation is basically I don't want that to cloud my mind. Because whenever we act on our emotions, it's not us anymore.
Right. It's not
Right,
mental
exactly, right.
stimulation anymore.
Right. So I can have sex with you of my free will.
Right.
You understand? It's not something driving me to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because once you act in emotion, whether it's lust or pride, it eliminates free will. You know what I'm saying? It's not you anymore, it's something else.
What if you meet a female exactly like that? She wants sex, then you want just
It's always
because that happens too.
Yeah.
So my thing is, what do
you
you do for a female that wants that from you, and you more or less see more from her, but at the same time you don't want to turn her down because you don't want to seem like you're not interested. You definitely are, but that's all she wants. Because at the same time, I know plenty of females who's hurt and just wants that because they just want to more or less feel like a female or feel like a woman for once because they more or less feel hurt. So it's like, if a female approached you on that and mentally you know where you at, where you don't want to do that because you know more or less what comes with it, because we've seen it before where they say, oh, no strings attached, and then once that happens, all hell breaks loose. You know what I mean? It's like, oh,
But men are practical, and then that's the thing that's confusing to some men. Men can't understand or differentiate the difference between a woman that has taken on the male practicality. I want to have sex with you, or I want to love you. Sex and love is two separate things. They function very differently, you know what I'm saying? But to respect it and to combine it, it enhances both, but they work very individually. Some women could fuck you and like the sex and go to a man. Or go home alone. And then when you meet in 6, 7 women in a row like this, and then you meet a chick that want to have sex with you because she wants to love a man, it's a very unusual point where you just gotta believe, okay, you know, this woman is thinking different, so now I have to switch this. I gotta turn my switches off because you meet women who are promiscuous. And everybody is afraid of this word promiscuous, but that's what it is. Women is fucking more on a larger basis and more men than ever.
women are winning, right?
Yeah, because they making their money and they not relying on their emotion to, you know, soothe them, or they not relying on a man to take care of them no more. So what happens when you don't have a man to, you know, to pay your bills and stuff like that?
Because that's true. I've met a lot of successful women who are not looking for no guy to more or less give them a relationship anymore because they got the money. They can take care of their kids. They can pay their bills. They can drive their own car, buy their own
So when
bottles.
I'm horny
They
Friday
should
night, I will call you.
That's it.
Other than that, don't call me. Now, when you meet a
It's a
woman with
new
that sort of
age.
rhetoric,
It's a new age
what do
now.
you do?
Because of course we look at women like Coretta Scott King, who stayed with her husband, Betty Shabazz, who stayed with her husband, and people like that. And you always think to yourself like, damn, I wonder if I'm gonna get me one of those or whatever. And look at what's in music. Look what's in everything that's in media today. It portrays something different. Now there's the women, right? The alpha women are the ones that saying, I just want to fuck, like, or I just want this, or I want that, and nothing's wrong with that. But at the same time, it's like, for instance, with the confusion that you're saying, there's a line that women have to. In general, I feel like we shouldn't put them in general. Period. I feel like each woman is different according to what they want. Some want sex, some wants marriage, some wants to just be a wife, some wants to just be a side piece. Everybody plays a part. And I feel as if we more or less just have to deal with people accordingly.
The problem is women want an old-fashioned love with a new-fashioned pussy. Or an old-fashioned pussy with a new-fashioned love. You want what you think Bill Cosby and you know,
Camille.
You want that. But at the same time, the world is not like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So your actions is very different. You calling men dogs, you fucking with the same type of nigga 4 and 5 times in a row. He got mad gal, he got money, he busting gal. You knew this. And you fuck with the nigga 4 times and 4 men, bro. You knew that. And then all the niggas you curving in your phone, I'm a good guy.
Like I seen this.
You ain't replying to the good nigga.
Somebody posted, this girl posted a picture, she posted like a picture on Instagram the other day about, oh, if she get the guy that she wants, she gonna really change or some stupid shit like that. So I'm like, yo, what the asses go wrong with these girls and them, yo, but if you get the guys, so you ain't figure that problem with you, why the man you understand? And I ain't saying there's something wrong with your pum-pum, you understand? It must be something wrong with how you move or your meds or something, you understand what I'm saying? Because 1 minute you're posting thing on Instagram about, oh yeah, you love this and that, the third, yeah, you and your babe, you understand? Then 3 weeks later it's like, oh, I hate dudes, you understand? Oh, then it's the next week after that, oh, we should be like this, but you don't be acting right. Like,
social media plays a lot.
It's fucking
and
up
a
everything.
lot of
I think that
social
You
media.
could, like, there's niggas that take chicks out on a nice date, and at nighttime, she posting, the nigga could see it, he following her, she posting, oh, I'm so lonely. He just took you out. Spent all this, the messages that we sending to each other is crazy.
Yeah, you see the thing
You know what
is,
I'm saying?
the
Like,
thing is,
women play too much.
I think you gotta I think you gotta start from the beginning though. You know, and when I say the beginning, I mean obviously there's something wrong with this picture. You know what I mean? When you think about sex itself, the act itself, what's going on there? Alright? We're giving, they're receiving. You know what I'm saying? Every time
Biology.
right. You know what I'm saying? You enter a woman, she takes on your personality one way or another. Okay? You leave something with this woman. Alright? Now, if she takes on this man here, she goes to this man here, this man here. There's multiple personalities you've been taking on for years. You know what I'm saying? So I think we gotta start from the beginning. You know what I mean? Basically, what went sideways with you? You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I'm gonna blame myself as a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna blame me because I don't want to give, and I know this might sound a little crazy, but I don't want to give too much credit to the woman in that way. You know what I'm saying?
You want to be the man.
Right.
You want to be the caretaker.
Right. I'm the one that,
Right.
you know, responsible for certain things. I've met women with the promiscuous idea. Alright? Yo, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if I understand something, right? Once you get to the light, you can't go to the dark. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask this question.
So you can't clean your home.
No!
Let me ask this question.
Let me know if I'm asking you a question. You can't clean your
You
home.
know that
Just ask.
you know that statement when they say when a man has the power.
Can you clean your home?
Gain a woman's
I
heart.
ain't judging.
Right.
So do you feel like if you have the power to gain a woman's heart,
Right.
knowing that you don't want to be with her, but you know you have the charm, the charisma enough to gain her. But you don't want to be with her. Should you leave her alone?
Of course.
You have to, because then you play with her.
Because then you being evil. That's evil.
I say this.
What do you mean, no? That's evil.
Wait, let me interject.
Wait, no.
Wait, listen, let me
Wait,
interject.
wait.
Alright, go ahead.
That is
Let me
evil.
interject. Because
Chris,
you
that's
see him
evil.
sense?
No,
You see him
that's
sense?
evil.
No, I ain't saying no. Wait. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm not.
I play the devil's advocate
Yeah,
too, and I
what
play
is
the
it?
Let me do.
Okay. Long as you recognize it's evil, though. That's evil.
So we could all admit we evil niggas.
We've done it.
Time to time.
I'm not an evil person.
No, but
You
y'all-
not. No, but listen. Wait.
Behavior.
Let's examine this. Because yo, this is the shit that tear men apart, son. Women blaming you for something that you outspokenly, yo, how much niggas, oh my God, I'm exposing my own, but anyway, how much niggas you know meet a woman, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not. She pursue you further and further.
We understand.
What are you looking for? So you, wait, let me ask this. What are you looking for? All right? What are you really looking for? I mean, we could kick it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't looking for nothing too serious. I'm looking for what you looking for. All right, cool.
For that.
Wait.
Is it falling or is it more or less? Look,
Getting misled.
Right,
You want to be my son. You lied to me.
Let's be honest.
Chris, you don't know. Wait, you don't know.
In honesty, you will find fairness. In honesty,
You don't know that they want you. Tell me you don't know that.
In honesty, you will find fairness. If you fallaciously express to me that you are not looking for anything, you want to kick it. After I bust it, glitter everywhere. I'm a unicorn. Glitter is everywhere. I bust it.
Mash up furniture.
4-6 weeks later, you know who my best friends is? Niggas from the 2nd, 3rd grade, son. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot know somebody in 4 to 6 weeks to determine if they should be in a relationship with you, to determine if they should be a life partner. You bugging. So after 6 weeks, what are we? I don't know. A woman saying something that she did not mean, to where she thought her vagina would have changed your life, and when it don't.
No, I don't feel so. No, I don't feel so. Like, so when we get to that road, right? You already knew what the deal was. You know what I'm saying? See, this is what allows me to sleep at night, because I was honest. You know what I'm saying?
Every woman you birth, you did it. No.
You know, let me interject. You see,
Come on, son.
it sums it up on the topics what we were speaking to about earlier.
You're taking me on a doozy.
Yeah, because
You said you were evil, but you said you were good.
Right,
So I'm
look,
trying to figure out.
No, I never said I was good. I never said that.
both of them, the woman and the man didn't have the intentions already.
Don't renege.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
From
You already did it.
You got stuck.
I never said I was good, but I'm recognizing that
You
it's
said
evil.
you said you was evil. You admitted
Right,
that.
yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
We all are.
And we all gotta build. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
So you telling me, being interested in a woman, beyond a relationship means, but being interested in a woman, two people enjoying each other for what it is, because there's a soulmate, there's a life partner. Some special people's gonna come into your life that were not intended to be together, to teach each other something, to gain something from each other, and move the fuck on. Sometimes that happens, and there's no bad blood.
Right.
There's women looking at me, you that you might have had sex with, didn't end up together, but you're not their enemy, their mortal enemy. That don't make no sense. That's not how life is, B.
Right, you're absolutely
You
right.
have women who grudging them because you
Let's just be
upgrade.
honest.
That's the
You
women that
understand?
have your back.
Telling you,
That's the women that have your back.
that the woman who had it.
Yeah.
Had it.
No. That's the difference
No,
between
because-
love and having your back.
So wait now. So right now. So that is now when you question the love because they no longer have your back because they're not dealing with them.
Let me say this. You ever
You understand what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something. You ever love someone that you hate? That don't
I
make
think
sense.
dislike.
But then
I
let me
think
tell
it's
you, this is the problem. The problem is that you know, if you genuinely love a person like your brother or your sister or your mother, no matter what, you want good for them. You feel me? Because it's like, that's what love is about. It's like, okay, if they broke your heart, then fine. Really and truly, as much as people don't want to admit it, this is what karma is. You have to let the Almighty deal with it as well. You know what I mean? Because you doing what you want to do, like for instance, when women get bitter and or men get bitter and want to throw shit out there and want to tarnish somebody else's name, it's like, no matter what that person may have done to you, you look bitter. No matter what. Salty. Yeah. Because it's like, you got to show love in a different way. You know what I mean? I don't believe I've ever classed anybody out there like that within the last couple of years since I've grown as an older man and matured into the person that I am today. But, you know, really and truly, it's like you start growing and you start realizing that you're human. You've been there before. You got your heart broken before. People have stolen or turned their back on you or whatever. And you realize, how do you deal with it best? Because you can kill off the whole world, but then that's not going to do you no good. And the best thing for you to do is do better. And sometimes when a person moves on, it's not because of the fact that they felt as if, okay, they want to make you jealous. If a person does that, that's a small-minded person. But if a person genuinely move on and they see that they're in a relationship, it's because they felt as if this is better for them. And if you love that person and you felt as if you want to see that person do good, you're going to let them go too. I believe in that. Because I've been in a relationship where a girl is Jehovah's Witness, and I'm all for people who love their religion. You know what I mean? But I realized I did not want to be a part of something that is so, you know, as far as just Jehovah's Witness, like nothing against anybody's religion or nothing, but I know what I am. I know who I am. And I wasn't ready for that. I don't know who I will be in the next 10 years, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm me as far as since I've been alive. And I didn't want to feel as if I need to hold her back from what she wanted, meaning her husband to be Jehovah's Witness as well, her kids to grow up Jehovah's Witness as well. I don't want to hold her back from that. And I felt as if because I love her, because I loved her, or whatever the case may be, you got to let that person go just to see if they really want to do that, if they want to grow. And honestly, that's the best thing that you got to do if you really want it. Now I'm happy. I'm a different person, and I'm sure they're happy. And that's what real love is. Like, at the end of the day, I couldn't be with someone who don't want to be with me. That doesn't make any sense. It's like, why would I want to keep you around if you're not happy with me? It's like, why would I want to be, that's misery, love, company. So it's like, let it go. That's the people who have your back. Who, oh, you don't want to be with me? Fine, I'm going to fuck your life up. I'm going to keep you away from your kids. I'm going to tell the cops about everything you did. And those are the people you want to keep away from. You know what I mean? And that's the difference, in my opinion, about if a female have your back or if she loves you. You know what I mean? Because there's people out there who's just out there to try and crush you. And really and truly, that's the ones that I'm trying to stay away from. Like, you know what I mean? And it goes back to like when with people who put stuff out there and say what they want. It's like, at the end of the day, you can't say you want $1 billion and you're not out there trying to work for it. It doesn't make any sense. And that goes in general for everything in life. And that's why, like, you gotta go off of people's actions sometimes. You know, less is more.